4 years after their divorce in 2021, Brian Austin Green, 51, opened up about the emotional toll he experienced when Megan Fox, 38, filed for divorce. The couple, who share 3 children, Noah, 12, Bodhi, 11, and Journey, 8, had been married for 10 years before their split. In a candid conversation on the May 5th episode of the Oldish podcast, the Beverly Hills 90210 alum revealed how he initially felt about their relationship. "She was a breath of fresh air coming out of what felt like Vietnam to me," he shared, referencing his past struggles. He explained how Megan brought joy back into his life and forced him to find laughter again. Reflecting on their breakup, Brian said he was blindsided when Megan filed for divorce in 2020. The couple had already weathered a rough patch in 2015, but managed to come together and even welcomed their youngest child, Journey, shortly after. "I was devastated," Brian admitted. "I honestly felt like, we got this." He believed they had overcome their difficulties after nearly 15 years together, and he thought Megan felt the same way at the time. However, Brian later realized that Megan, who was just 18 when they first began dating, felt she had missed out on certain life experiences. The responsibility of family life began to feel overwhelming for her. "It became overwhelming for her," Brian explained. "But when she realized that, she wanted out quickly. That made it really hard for me. I understood it, but it didn't make it any easier. It killed me. It was out of nowhere." Brian also admitted the difficulty of seeing Megan move on with Machine Gun Kelly so quickly after their split. He found it painful when she described him as her twin flame and spoke about manifesting their relationship. "It sucks, and it's really hard," he confessed. "I had moments of jealousy and all the normal things you go through." Megan and Machine Gun Kelly have since welcomed a baby together, intensifying Brian's emotional struggle during that time. Despite the intense feelings of hurt and jealousy, Brian decided the best way to cope with the situation was to take a step back and allow everything to unfold. This approach was especially important when dealing with the accusations that he had groomed Megan when they started dating. Brian explained, "Time is the only thing that regulates that," recognizing that people would eventually come to their own conclusions over time. Today, Brian is in a relationship with fiancée Sharna Burgess, with whom he shares a son, Zane, too. Despite the pain of the past, Brian has learned to focus on his present life, his growing family, and finding peace with his journey forward.